Hi, I'm Katie. I'm 20 and I'm an aspiring artist. I was 5 years old when I first started getting interested in art. When I entered maybe second grade, when I had my first art class, I realized it was something I really wanted to do and something I was really good at. To gather inspiration for my art, I like to watch YouTube videos of artists. Sometimes I'll go outside, look at the nature, look at the colors, try to gather inspiration from that. Music also helps me a lot. I usually will go on Pinterest, try to find some references, also whatever I see. Artist block is real and it's really hard to just create something. So what I try to do is just sit in front of a table, have all my art supplies out and just sit there for 2 to 3 hours and try to draw whatever I can. My uncle was a big inspiration for me growing up and he's been doing art since he was young. He taught me mostly everything I know. One thing he taught me what to do is to never erase what you're making, just create something more out of it. I got into graphic design around a year ago when I first got my iPad. It's a whole realm of art that I've never dove into before and I was honestly really scared about doing it, but it's honestly something that I really love and I use my iPad to do art more than anything else. Art is more therapeutic for me. I'm able to draw or paint exactly what I'm thinking or feeling in the moment. It's nice to look back at my art and see exactly how I was feeling during that time period, whether I was sad or upset or happy. I recently just made an Instagram for my art, Katie Rankin Art. It has allowed me to get my name out there, to show off my work to people who are interested in working with me. It has also helped me remain consistent with my art. Overall, I'm using Instagram as a first step to become more serious with my art. The pieces that I've chosen here, I believe, are more significant to me. They've all been created at different times in my life and it really just shows you the growth that I've had. This piece here is one of my first acrylic paintings. I think I painted it when I was around 15, 16. I like the way the orange really blends into the dark tones and how the blue really makes the skin color pop. This piece right here is a drawing I did of an orange tree. I got inspiration from my mango tree in my backyard. The cool tones mixed with the warm tones of the orange really makes the oranges pop. This piece took around 3 to 4 hours to do. I love drawing nature. I love the way the leaves move and the way the leaves bend. I used white pen to create highlights. It makes the picture look more realistic and as if there was more effort. I used tape to straighten out the border of this drawing. I wanted it to look as if it was a picture or as if you were looking out a window. When I look at this painting, it feels very nostalgic. It feels very home-like because it reminds me of my backyard. And honestly, that is why it's one of my favorite pieces. This drawing right here is something I did for my art class. Very simple, very basic, but it gives the overall consensus of using biomorphic shapes to create art. Everything that was drawn here was something I came up with in my head. I use a lot of cylinders and I use a lot of circles to make the piece look more alive and more realistic in 3D. And these pieces right here are prints that I made for my iPad. Gemini Moon, the tigers. I don't really work with animals, but I really enjoyed making this piece. It was different. This piece right here, I gathered inspiration from Greece, the windows in Greece. I love the shapes of them. And again, the female body, the curves of it just really completes the piece as if she's looking out the window.